Hello everyone, my name is Lawrence and thank you so much for watching my channel. A channel talks about investing in the stock market and also talks about financial independence. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing such that you don't miss other videos like this. First of all, I have to first congratulate you for having made it through 2020 because I know it wasn't easy because of the COVID. And secondly, I must wish you a prosperous and also a happy new year 2021. So today I'm going to be talking about politics, though it is very related to stock exchange. So I'm going to be talking about the coming presidential elections that are going to be taking place in Uganda. As you are aware, or you may not be aware, Uganda is holding presidential elections on 14th January. So that is one day left to go. So I'm going to be talking about, will this election affect the Ugandan stock exchange? If you're new investor, or if you're planning to invest, is there any need to worry, or should you be worried, or should you postpone investing until elections are done? So these are the things that I'm going to be discussing in my video. So let us start. Number one, to begin with, I want to call each and every Ugandan voter who is eligible to vote to wake up early to go and cast their vote on 14th January, because actually it is your democratic right, it is your right to go and vote to that person that you prefer to lead you or to be your representative. So that is very, very important to a Ugandan. So to the investors side, I want to start with this. Ugandan Securities Exchange, most of the time actually it does not change much. So I'm going to be talking about whether you should be worried or not worried because of these coming elections. Number one thing, why if you're invested or not invested you should not be worried about these elections is most of the companies that are listed on Securities Exchange, Ugandan Securities Exchange, most of the investors, they are government companies or they are government owned companies, and the other investors, most of them, they are big investors that don't normally change their positions that easily, and also they understand the social political circumstances of Ugandan politics. So if you're an investor or if you're planning to invest, there's no need to worry, because first of all, the Ugandan Security Exchange is not liquid, or most of the shares don't easily move. So that is why you should not be worried. If you're interested in any of the companies, you should go ahead and be investing, because personally I don't predict any issues to come or any big changes. That is number one. Second, if you've been following Ugandan politics as I do, you must be aware that as long as the current president is on the ballot paper, nothing much is going to change. That is not to say that there might be a change. I might be wrong, but as far as I'm concerned, and the much time that I have been following Ugandan politics, they are less or the same. Nothing changes when it comes to the presidential position. So personally, I know there is nothing that is going to change as far as presidential position is concerned. The incumbent is less the same. So that is why you shouldn't be worried. If you have a company that you're going to invest in or you're invested in, I am sure, I might be wrong, but there's nothing that is going to change in terms of presidential position. So companies like Umeme that depend on this regime, companies like Stanbic, which I believe if the government changes will have to be investigated, because the way it was acquired some years back is not satisfactory, so which I believe might be subject to investigations if the regime changes. But I believe the government is not going to change soon because of one reason or the other. As I told you, if you have been following the politics of Uganda, you know what I'm talking about. So there shouldn't be any reason why you should be worried about the change in stock market, because personally I believe there is nothing much that is going to change on the stock market. By the way, to add on, I was surprised that even 2020, the worst year in terms of stock market, nothing changed in terms of decline or improvement. So what does this mean? If you're a person who is really interested in stock market, I believe Ugandan Securities Exchange doesn't move much. So what does this present? It means actually you don't lose much as well as you don't gain much. So if you're a high risk taker, I don't believe Ugandan securities is not the best for you, because like if you invest in Kenya, for example, last year companies actually lost a lot of share price, as far as more than 50%, but now they have recovered. So if you are a risk taker, it was very good to invest in Kenyan stock market than Ugandan stock market. So that is what I can say about the elections in Uganda, and also how it's going to affect the stock exchange. So what is my take? Personally, if I have a company that I'm looking at in Uganda, I would go ahead and invest in that company, because I believe nothing much that is going to change in terms of company prices or any change, because as I told you, big investors, big companies are the ones that invest mostly on Uganda Securities Exchange, and they don't move their shares so often. So that is my conclusion. Once again, I want to implore you, all Ugandans, go and exercise your democratic right by voting. Finally, I want to wish each and every Ugandan a peaceful Ugandan elections. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.